Hello everyone, welcome again to Touchline Talk, where we talk all about football or soccer, however way you want to call it. Today it's been fun and interesting, and definitely it's going to be an exciting one. And as you all know, all teams who are qualified for the round of 16 are fully set. They are fully set, and as we all know, Champions League, to me personally, one of the biggest in the world of football. And teams who are already qualified are Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Barcelona, Chelsea, Sporting, Manchester City, Real Madrid, PSG, Newcastle, Atletico Madrid, Bodo Glimt, Bayer Leverkusen, Galatasaray. It's been fun. It's been really, really fun. And those are the teams who are qualified, the top teams. And definitely looking at the names here, promises to be exciting as usual, promises to be fun. Because just imagine the likes of now who top the table, the likes of Bayern Munich, the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG, the defending champions. We have to mention that too. They have been awesome. They have been really, really awesome. And just can't wait to see what the draw is going to be like and who also is going to go on to the next round. And definitely, let's not forget Atlanta too. Atlanta from Italy. And presently the only team from Italy. That's because Bodo, the giant killing Bodo and Glimit defeated Almighty Inter Milan the last year's runner up. And also we have Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico, the three Spanish teams there. We have uh, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Newcastle, Liverpool, Tottenham, six England teams. This should be the year of the English teams. Fingers crossed, we never can say. And just two teams from Germany, Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen. Dortmund crashed out along the line. So definitely promises to be exciting, and we can wait. Just everybody's waiting for the draw. And looking at the table of draw, the road to Budapest 2026, we have seen the likely routes they are going to take after the draws have been made. And according to the likely route and with the way the draw goes, it says Paris and German is going to meet either Barcelona or Chelsea in the round of 16. And according to the draw, and if Paris and Germain picks either Barcelona or Chelsea, then it's going to be Newcastle or Chelsea, Barcelona, whoever. So if Paris Saint Germain doesn't meet Barcelona, it's most likely it's Chelsea. And Newcastle, if they meet Barcelona, then it's good. But if they miss out, then it's Chelsea. So for Paris Saint Germain, it's definitely going to be between them and Barcelona or Chelsea. And for Newcastle, it's going to be it's either Chelsea or Barcelona, however it goes. And for Galatasaray, they are most likely to meet Liverpool or Tottenham. And Atletico definitely is going to be between Tottenham and Liverpool. So if you miss one, you get the other. For Real Madrid, it's most likely going to be Sporting and Manchester City. And for Bordeaux, if it's definitely going to be between Manchester City and Sporting. So if you miss one, you get the other. And in the case of Atalanta, it's going to be either Arsenal or Bayern. And for Bayern Leverkusen, same thing, going to be Bayern or Arsenal. So for Atlanta and Bayern Leverkusen, you are definitely going to get either of the two, Bayern or Arsenal. So looking at these games promises to be exciting. For me, looking at these fixtures, I would mind seeing Paris and PSG and Chelsea because at the last World Cup, Chelsea defeated Paris Saint-Germain. I want to see a rematch there. And also, I would love to see Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. That promises to be an exciting one. And also, I would love to see Real Madrid and Manchester City. And here also, in the case of Bayern Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, I would love to see that battle of the German teams. So looking at all these prospects, a little bit complicated, but it's obvious, it's straightforward. If you miss one, you get the other. And the round of 16, try not to miss it, promises to be exciting. So looking at the top 8 teams and from the league phase and the most likely team they will meet and their previous meetings. And let's start with Arsenal, the table toppers of the Champions League. They will be meeting either Atlanta or Leverkusen. And looking at Atlanta's previous meetings with Arsenal, they've played only once and it ended in a draw. And for Bayer Leverkusen, Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen have played twice. And Arsenal have been able to win one and draw one. And 5 goals for them and 2 goals against. And for Barcelona, they are most likely to meet either Newcastle or PSG. And in the previous meetings, Barcelona and Newcastle, they've played 5. Barcelona have been able to win 4 times and lost only once. And Paris and Germain, PSG and Barcelona, they've met 16 times. Barcelona have been able to win 6 times, drawn 4 times, and lost 6 times to PSG. That promises to be a cracker. And they've scored 29 goals against PSG and also considered 29 points. So Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, whichever goes, promises to be exciting. Arsenal, see that Atlanta or Leverkusen. Not much history there, but definitely they've been together and can't wait to see how that plays out. And for Bayern Munich, it's either Atlanta or Bayern Leverkusen for Bayern Munich. No record of previous meetings between Bayern Munich and Atalanta. But for Bayern Leverkusen in the Champions League, they've met twice. And Bayern Munich have won both times. Now, next is Chelsea. Chelsea are probably going to meet Newcastle or PSG. In the Champions League level, Newcastle has never met Chelsea. But Chelsea has played 8 times with PSG. They've won twice, they've drawn 5 times, and lost 3 times to PSG. So Chelsea, Newcastle, and Paris Saint-Germain can't wait to see how that goes. For Liverpool, they are most likely to play Atletico Madrid or Galatasaray. And in previous meetings, Liverpool have played 9 times with Atletico Madrid and they've won 4 times, drawn 2 times, and lost 3 times. For Galatasaray, Liverpool have played them 5 times in the Champions League, won once, draw 2 times, and lost 2 times. So looking at that, I think Liverpool will want to play uh, they will want to play Atletico Madrid because that seems to be an easy one for them. And also Manchester City, they are possible. It's most likely they play Bodo and Glimit or Real Madrid. And in previous meetings in the Champions League, there's been only one record of them playing, and all that one, Manchester City lost to Bodo. I don't think Manchester City will want Bodo at this time. The way they've been demolishing all big guns they've met. And for Manchester City and Real Madrid, they've played 15 times between both of them in the Champions League. Manchester City have won 5 times. They've drawn 5 and they lost 5. For me personally, I want to see a rematch between Manchester City and Real Madrid. For Sporting CP, most likely teams to meet are Bodo and Real Madrid. No record between Sporting and Bodo at the Champions League level, but definitely with Real Madrid, they've played 6 times with Real Madrid. I've only won just once. They've drawn once and they've lost 4 times to uh, to Real Madrid. And let's move on to Tottenham Hotspur, our London Labours. Most teams, the two most likely teams to meet, either Atletico Madrid or Galatasaray. Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico have met only once, and Tottenham won that one time. It was a 5-1 win. And for Galatasaray, they've played only once with Tottenham Hotspur, and they lost to Galatasaray. This promises to be an exciting one. They all have things to sort out among themselves. And finally, just looking at the top 8 teams who who played in the Champions League, the top 8 teams for the Champions League phase, the league phase, as we all know, Arsenal topped. They won all their 8 games, followed by Bayern Munich on 21 points, just 3 points. They lost one game, and that only game they lost, obviously, was against Arsenal. Liverpool were third, Tottenham fourth, Barcelona fifth, Chelsea sixth, Sporting seventh, and Manchester City came eighth. So we are all keeping our fingers crossed for the draw and can't wait to see how that's going to be and what's going to happen. I've given you the rundown, fingers crossed. And finally, yesterday, we all know, let's just give a rundown how they qualified. Atlanta defeated Borussia Dortmund 4-1 and knocked Borussia Dortmund out. Juventus won 3-2, but goals scored by Galatasaray. At the point they thought they were advancing, the 2 goals, 2 late goals from Galatasaray knocked Juventus out. PSG and AS Monaco played a 2-2 draw, but at the end of the day, PSG had to move on, courtesy of their first leg win over AS Monaco. And Real Madrid Benfica, very controversial match. You know what happened in the first leg? They won 2-1, and Vinicius again scored. And that was that. And now we are all waiting for the draw. And in other news, we're talking about the transfer news, transfer rumors that has been going on, definitely in the world of football. There will always be rumors. And we are hearing that Barcelona wants Man City's Omar Marmoush. They want Omar Marmoush. And they get it. They get him. We never can say. They say they are interested in him. And uh, potentially they wanted Julian Alvarez, but seems that might not work out. But Flick says he's good in their system. he will be a good fit for their system. And looking at it, nothing less than 75 million euros for him. Fingers crossed, and we'll see how that plays out. So we're also hearing uh, uh, that Barcelona are also interested in João Cancelo for a permanent deal next season. Okay, because presently he's on loan at Al Hilal. And also, Liverpool goalkeeper is on the radar of Juventus. Um, Fingers crossed, they are all trending rumors. We don't know yet. But until it happens, we are keeping our fingers crossed. So, as the league moves to an end, definitely you have hearing rumors. Some players, their deals are almost ending. Some players, how do we call it? Their their clubs are no longer interested in them, or some people are finding them very, very interesting, and people want to get those players. Definitely, there will always be movement, no doubt about that. But how the movement is going to be, we don't know yet. So fingers crossed. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, comment, like, share your opinion. It goes a long way. Thanks for watching. See you again on my next video. Peace out.